get the Yasuo Gragas. This is gonna be sick.
I am a little worried about picking a Yasuo and giving over the Yasuo to a team with Wukong and Lulu. No, stack that. But I do think that a lot of this meta thus far has been about team fighting, and Yasuo combined with Gragas.
Bin survives, bot lane survives, no kills secured. All of a sudden though, there's a tower dive. Hun Summer's the target. Munchkin smashed down from Shun. First blood secured, instant reply back as Mickey's got the CC, and his target is from the tower on Shun. He will be able to decoy to safety. Summer pushed in Alk and on. They've started this objective off.
Oh.
There is a potential engage. Level 5 for Shun. Smite available to him. Level 4 for Yike. The engage on to Mickey's going low. Forced to flash away to safety. They trade kills. 1-for-1. Jungle for support. Dragon down to 1400. And Caps running for his life. He's still holding on to that last breath. Waiting for a knockup. Hunt Summer. Level 5. Stepping into the pit. It's a smite versus no smite. And the smite secures it. G2 get the objective. And Yike flashes away to safety. Elk has got red, white. That means let's fight. Hunt Summer flashes over the wall. Trying to get the rockets down. And Caps is the target. They get Dragon, but they lose another. 2-for-1 the fight.
Access to 4 different guns across this means he's getting a ton of damage. BLG do try to go for the dragon, but bit of a mistake, but we're back to live.
Or indeed, already Cyclone being used. Caps is just solo killed by Shun. Easy peasy lemons. He can get to Elk on the back line. Maybe there's enough time to make plays for the rest of the squad. Nature's Grasp will force the flash. Rocket grab onto On. You used his flash a second ago. Great pick. Remember what I said about Mickey and the kills? He does it.
He's on the way as well.
Look at that minimap. You called it, Dagda, perfectly.
Oh!
Right, the hook connects. Shun is nearby, Cyclone's available, gets the knockup. Hansama is able to escape for now. Mickey is taken down where he stands. Hansama needs a few more seconds before it's available. Yagao will steal away the Super Mega Death Rocket, and it's sidestepped. All of a sudden, Yag looking for the re-engage.
We got the TP coming through. Broken Blade is here. Caps inside. Can they get the knock-off?
Explosive Cask is available. Where's it going? Broken Blade.
There it is!
on against the wall. 2 members knocked up, but there's not enough damage. There's not enough follow-up. It's G2. They'll lose their mid laner. Another kill secured for On, and BLG are in full control.
And they throw everything at them. G2 desperately tries to get a kill, get someone. They will at the end. But the play still very much was already better for BLG, I think, just looking at what happened on bot lane. But Broken Blade TP'd in. Bin has just been slamming against the turret as Shun.
Well, Shun is the target. 2, 1, and 4. Warrior tricks to buy some time. Moonlight Vigil comes out. Yike gets his second. On gets turned off. And G2 find 2 picks.
And just like that, the Blitz could fist into their face.
Does Yagao fight this? Does Yagao fight this? He's hijacked the Nature's Grasp, and he's using G2's weapons against them. That's a route onto 2. The rocket grab catches onto Elk, and Mickey goes down, but Hansama finds the kill. The second dragon goes to G2 Esports, and they are not done yet. It is still, and Shun is blocked by the minions.
Caps ends up dodging into him, misses the knock-up, and Shun goes, ah, look.
Replay that Shocks made us all watch from years gone by as they're taking control. Rift Herald number 2 has been started. Chronicler, do you reckon G2 want this fight?
Look at Elk's positioning. If you can't get to him, you can't win the fight. The rest of them standing in front of him.
Ghost and Flash available. Nature's Grasp. I think that's fantastic from Yike. Managing to split up BLG. Herald secured. Rocket grab. Pulls back Yagao. He goes golden thanks to the stopwatch. Broken Blade holding on to the ult. Separates them out. The breath is lost, and that's one on the board. Getting excited for Hansama, remains untouched. They lose Caps in the fight, but a second kill is secured. Hansama gets pushed by the all-out, but it's a 3rd kill secured for G2. They get the objective. They get the kills. And G2, scrappy, messy, 5 kills for the Jinx, and that is the win con here for G2 Esports.
And this is the moment.
He hooked him with the rocket grab, or it was his chains, right?
No, he hooked him mid-chains as Mickey.
Manages to get caught, and look, once again, following Mickey, damage there onto Bin. 0, 1, and 6, correction, 1, 1, 1 rather, as Bin is now running for his life, pulled backwards, and that's another kill. The 6 secured. By the way, that cull does not matter. The laning phase is irrelevant because...
Drake coming up.
Drake's
Mountain Drake's really big here for either team.
All right, target's going to be Yike. Shun starts off that Cyclone. Multiple members from both sides grouping up. Nature's Grasp down. Yagao's hijacked his. It's blocked by the wind wall. G2 have lost a member. The barrel into the pit. Elk is the focus, but he flashes flashes over the wall. He's on the other side of the rift. The G2 Esports are split. They are routed, and G2 are wrecked. Yes, there's one back there for Caps. Mickey may have saved his mid laner's life for now. The Ignite is tick, tick, tick burning, and Elk gets himself another. In the blink of an eye, BLG dominate G2, and with one more kill, they will ace this fight.
Everyone went for Elk, but he spooked. He hopped over the wall just as everyone in G2's caught between a rock and a hard place, and it's the G280 carry who falls.
And at the top, but if I saw correctly, Hunt flashed over the wall just to try and get the kill on top of Elk, and then when they were unable to, it just meant that
they're fine walking in here. There isn't a huge amount of vision, but
Nature's God's been used. Reminder, wind wall still available. Baron's gone so low. Inside the pit, G2 have secured a McCann. They finish the fight.
Oh
the
my God.
Vigil has done so much damage. The Cyclone behind Elk is wrecking G2 Esports, and they are dominating.
you wanted a Baron throw, and G2 were willing to give it to you. They sit in the pit, the Infernum comes through, and G2 are wiped.
I'm gonna call not worth, guys. I don't know about you, but HGI gets a shutdown.
Well, he's got himself one. He will be taken out by Elk for the 8th time. That's 8 kills secured for. Now they have to try to defend, and more importantly for me, 3 items complete for both of these bot laners. While yes, G2 are in a difficult situation, if they are able to find Elk, they can still do it. They just haven't shown me a capability, as all of a sudden Mickey's the next target. He's below 1,000, he's below 500. Elk is godlike. His 9th kill of the game, and in a 5 versus 4, BLG continue to pressure forward. 5-man stack in this middle lane.
Particularly when you get these mountain drakes, when you start stacking them, one of the biggest win conditions for G2, which is kill Elk, becomes so much harder as the ultimate.
I love that hijacks away from the Nature's Gods. Caps is low, Hunt Summer's low. Moonlight Vigil puts them down. While Hunt Summer's got one back, the follow-up damage is simply too much to deal with. Yikes, trying to clear out that minion wave as Caps has found himself a route to safety. 4 members down. Mickey's up in 3 seconds' time. G2 are holding on.
G2, they will lose the inhibitor, but I imagine BLG will then back away after this one. The fact that Elk went that deep to try and kill Hansama, definitely
Not the case.
and I think now BLG, they're in a great spot. Again, you've got 2 items onto Caps, but he hasn't really been a threat for BLG all game long, so that win con we had a Broken Blade trying to assassinate Elk isn't really there. As G2 trying to step up to defend this tower.
Yagal's got the barrel. Yagal's hijacked it away. He catches Broken Blade with his own ability. Nature's Cross comes down. It's too little. It might be too late. Elk has slain yet another. 20 of his 25 team's kills involved. Pick up another. The tower falls as well. And while Hunt Summer remains untouched, it simply does not matter. He gets 1 kill onto Shun before Elk takes him down. Elk goes golden using that stopwatch with 1 more kill. The ace secured once more for BLG. They are inside the base and teleporting to the Nexus. BLG looking to start this series with a 1-0 lead.
It was close until it just was not. BLG, they flashed the FPX logo once more. They're looking to close out the game 1.
Fantastic, chaotic, entertaining, and it's BLG that strike first.
Almost 45 kills in about 30 minutes. It is exactly the type of game we expected. And in the end, BLG is able to...
With Syndra locked in, this
Come
will
on,
actually be the
please.
first time
Please.
that we have seen Caps play Syndra all year long. And the final lock-in for Bin is going to be the Jax. Okay, let's zoom out. I'm hearing please, please, please. What do you think of the compositions and how they're going to match up?
So I was saying please, please, please for the Camille, because Bin is, like, his solo queue ID is I love Camille. He is insane at that champion.
Looking at the Yasuo, looking at where Yike's pathing and decision-making is, as Mickey's in trouble, take it out. That's a solo kill in the bottom lane. Unable to punish.
This is a mess here for G2, because you need this wave to crash, so then you can actually try and achieve something. Yagao needs to roam out of mid, but he's frozen the wave in itself.
Shun's nearby, Shun's nearby. This is a 4 versus 3, but Hansam is so incredibly low. Howling Gale won't find its target. Dark Sphere, followed up by the root. Mickey's tanking the shots, and G2 get a kill. Now Yagao is joining. Level 5, doesn't have Spirit Rush available yet. Elk, blue and purple, he's caught.
Buying him CS or getting him killed.
But that's the thing. It's like, even if you get the... Oh, hang on.
Oh, beautifully done! BLG combo in the middle lane. With the Soraka, it's okay emote. It is still even between Bin and Broken Blade.
Bin.
Let's going to happen here. Ben teleports in. 4 members of G2 are around. He's rooted in place, locked up, held down, buying time, finds the stun. Broken Blade forced to tank it out. Nature's Grass comes down. Here comes Yagao. That gets the flash out of Broken Blade. G2 Esports get a kill. It goes to Hansama as well. And now they're going to try apply more pressure on the tower. Caps, can he find the stun?
Oh,
He does! Finds it! Unleashes the power. Where's the rest of the members? That goes golden. Yagao using the stopwatch. Flame Choppers will not connect. On has arrived to the fight as well. Mickey's going low thanks to the glitter lance, and Shun is making his way top as well. 4 members of G2 chasing. The weak are scattered, and Yagao's wild growth manages to keep him alive. G2 on full retreat now. Tower still a pokers. Multiple plates have fallen. Shun will get a kill back onto Caps. Flashes forward. Shun now looking for Hansama with the Arctic Assault. He's slowed by the glitter lance. Cleanse comes out once more, and Hansama still running for his damned life. Will be taken down by On. 2-1-2 and supportal combat reigns supreme.
Game number 1, it's mayhem, right? Like, both teams are really trying to scrap, really trying to get a feel, continuously handshake.
The largest investment from Yike. Super Mega Death Rocket went just a little wide. G2 Esports will pick up their first tower of the game. They will play it safe and allow Bin to just do Bin things.
So, Dagger, how you... Oh, hold up.
Well, let's find out. Yeah, that's an engage following onto Yagao. Caps has still got the ult available. Teleports completed. Bin and Broken Blade arriving. 4 members of BLG are surrounding G2. Broken Blade's going low. He's still got all out and may not get a chance to use it. Forces the kill back, and Yike now flashes to safety. Howling Gale comes up. Monsoon is available. Mickey may need to pull a trigger so incredibly soon. Glitterlance falls just short. Zap tags on to Elk, and he flashes forward through it. Bin finds another, and BLG string together 3 kills.
And just force a full-on skirmish. What if we just hard 5v5, and when you're a Felios, who is an item up, isn't even needed to win.
I can 1v2. This is fine.
There.
And now you get the Rift Child into the base.
Well, the base is now broken open. Baron spawns in.
We saw this Gragas Yasuo combo in game number 1. Now G2 trying to go a bit more standard for what we see in the meta at the moment, but that's not really working out for them. So for G2, what do they do after this? Because BLG aren't going to stop.
The kills used. Nature's Grass dropped as well. Shun's thrown out the prison, but remember, this is just to keep members of G2 alive. Scatter the weak forward, captures the target, manages to escape for another. Here comes Bin. Caps flashes over the wall. Moonlight Vigil doesn't find anybody. The Howling Gale catches out. He used his flash earlier, and G2 find the kill. They find the shutdown. They find life in London. That's another secured onto On. The third onto Yagao. And in the middle, the Baron secured. It is not where I thought the game could be thrown, or at least a lifeline given to G2 Esports. Disparity. There is also 20 seconds before the Dragon's Soul, and Broken Blade is the target. Shun has already used his ult. Yagao finds the charm, may need to Spirit Rush over the wall, and does so. Shun is jumped on. Hansama's looking for another kill. He secures it and finds the shutdown. Copper Box goes. Tick lead has been squashed.
G2 have found the life that they needed.
Well, is that, as mentioned, BLG, with the composition that they have, should struggle.
And the first 20 minutes of this game no longer matter. We are now in a, relatively speaking, even state.
That was a bit of a...
The Dragon has been started in G2. They are pushing BLG back.
London, do you believe G2 are starting to move in towards the Dragon?
Oh, Yagao goes forward. He's caught. He's stunned. This weak is scattered. The Dragon secured, and so is the Soul. But it's Yagao that's taken down. Nature's Grass splits up BLG, and Shun is being chipped away. Hammered away. It's time to get excited as Hansama and G2 come alive.
And for the first time in this game, G2.
5 minutes is a potential game-winning moment for BLG.
But it's G. They'd have something that could facilitate them, like a Galio, or even something that could help control the pace of a fight, like a Vega. BLG squad, as they try to jump on them. Top, Terror falls, mid is next in the menu.
And it's going to be taken down uncontested. This is a 6th have been influential, and he's played the best bait game that I've seen. Both the mid lane engage onto him as well as the river.
Oh.
Now, Yike, will he get out of this one? Scout of the Week comes out. Flame Chomper's down. And that will be an easy kill. What's going to happen? It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
What's with the curse? We've been actually getting on top of Hans. You're in deep trouble.
The charm doesn't find the target. Scatter the Weak! Unleash power! Welcome back, Caps!
There was no desperately trying to get to his red and white. Needs to get rid of the Infernum if he wants to do so. G2, they move over towards the Baron.
Howling Gale will throw up. Shun, Prison is unavailable. Mickey already exhausted. Nature's Grasp is down. Bin is looking to hop into the pit. He does so, but the Baron's secured by G2 in an ensuing fight. Shun is going forward. That's a resurrection coming out now for Bin, and the damage onto one sends him packing. Elk has not been able to fire. Elk did not get the red-white, but it's G2 that find themselves the kill. They've got the Baron already, and Broken Blade is holding
position. If you lose both buffs, you're in trouble, and the TP comes through.
Broken Blade went to the bottom lane. G2 Esports are completely grouped up, but it's Yike that's tanking it for now. Shun is locked off from the rest of the crowd. Summer gets another, gets excited, and gets on the front foot. Elk will take him down, but not before Caps kills Elk. G2 Esports have got the numbers advantage. They're coming back from a gigantic deficit. 30, 40-second death timers. Are you not entertained, London and the Copper Box? As G2 will pull a rabbit out of the hat. Let's not forget that it was the counter-engage. It was punishing BLG, but it's not done yet. Bin needs to be taken down by G2 and is done so. The Baron and Power Canyon Minion helping out. The Nexus turret will fall. The Nexus will be the focus. Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, we've got a series on our hands.
It's a team fight meta, and G2 says, all right, we hear you. We'll draft for team. But we do know that like the early matchup isn't actually that great for the Fiora. Also a matchup that can get very snowbally. We've seen a bunch of these hovers before, and it will be, again, the Jack. So BLG making the read. Whatever happened in last game is up to player error. We're going to run a very similar comp. Only swap up is, of course, that Shun is going to play.
Back a little out of consumables for both of the respective bot laners. Yike now trying to hold the tower. He strikes forward, Spectral Maw as well. The leap on the tower ends up being a trade 1-for-1. The first by bonus goes to Bin.
I mean, that'll be nice for Bin. He gets the reach.
Could have arisen.
Again, those G2 investing into the topside Shun. Spots Caps.
Oh, look for the charm, look for the charm. Holding on to it for now. Caps flashes away. The Galaxy's 2 charges on that Spirit Rush. The charm still connects. Caps goes down, drops the tippers as well. Shun has a crushing blow. The shield comes up for a second longer, and Yagal stays alive. Yike's running for his life, and on once again. Flashes forward, the Glitterlons, the health picks, the charm from Yagal! It's not done yet! Broken Blade throws down the Noxian Guillotine! And it's a trade of a 1-for-1 in the top lane!
Finally, G2 get one back, but B catching G2 as they're starting to rotate up. And now, because again, Elk and On are just demolishing this bottom side, all the attention G2 are putting
Slow down dramatically. A lot of damage available as the Divine Sundra's already picked up for Bin with those 2 kills. Yike's looking for Shun, who manages to get past the Flame Chompers and is forced to flash! The Heartbreaker and the chip damage was way more than I was even expecting.
I mean, BLG are fine here. They're just like, cool, you take it. We're just going to take the top lane turret and again, get more gold into Bin, and then they can start to rinse and repeat this, especially with Rift Herald up as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see BLG rotating now.
Allowing him to actually be a pressure point against the top laner without TP as big as Caps.
Caps again, this time jumped on, Decimate, Incinerate, Summon Tibbers, Cyclone 1, Cyclone 2, Stopwatch buys time, but the Super Mega Death Rocket goes wide! Moonlight Vigil just about does it! Elk and BLG pick themselves up the kill.
Your bot lane turret as a result, and Caps was trying to move down to catch the wave, but Shun was already in position to make that happen. BLG.
Well, they could have done so. They elected to go for the 5v5s. Based on what you've seen from BLG in the LPL, Dagda, do they have the self-control to do so? I'll ask you to think about that for a moment, as Yike will be backed up by Mickey, teleport coming in from Caps. No flash available. Tippers is, though. Cyclone is already knocking them up. Tippers will land beautifully onto Shun's head. The follow-up is there. Yikes, looking to break the hearts of BLG. Steals away the counter-strike, finds the stun, and Broken Blade finds another. And Summer's excited. He's got the red buff, but he does get charmed up.
And there is your answer, Trev. They're going to try and get up the Echo.
Oh, waiting for the reset.
This turret is going to go down, might get at the very least a charge on the tier 2. And while this is going on, Caps currently crashes the wave. You are not going to lose the team fight, right? And we do see Charge came in on the top side turret. Not able to pick it up just yet, but the gold close to equalize as all been.
Oh, there's the initiation once more. Caps picks up the kill. All of a sudden, the gold is dead even. But G2 Esports, they will lose their mid out. outer turret. And again, at this point in both of the previous games, BLG had a larger lead. Broken Blade is jumped on, is running away, will not be able to be saved by the Eye of the Storm. The Monsoon is held, and with the Infernal Drake spawning...
Try and catch them in rotations, try and force them into fights they're not supposed to take. Moments like this, it gets gold on...
Just fully trust him. They let him be the carry. They let him play the Balvest, the Kha'Zixes, and you see them initiating around. If that teleport starts to be chummed, they got to peel. Bin is already in the middle lane. Baron's down to 4,000. Bin's arrived. That's at least the Howling Gale catching up onto one. They found a kill. Yagao is just blown up. Now G2 have to fancy a shot. Shun gets caught up by the Flame Droppers. Heartbreaker over the wall. Elk goes forward. Red, white, Moonlight Vigil. Baron secured. But can G2 get away? Cap's running low, stays alive. Disintegrates Shun in the river. And Bin is running for his life. 5 members of G2 alive, and they're not...
In the top lane, will pick that up, and that is even more gold into the pockets of G2.
And now Caps will get the TP in. Zonya's now completed. G2 want to go for the Dragon. Elk in the bushes isn't spotted.
3 seconds before Shun spawns, as you mentioned. Spellbook is there for Yagao, but I don't know if he really wants to. TP in instead, holding Flash Ignite, making his way forward. Broken Blade catches himself a Jax, decimates away, crippling strikes down, and Yagao's charm goes wide. Hansama follows the rest of the squad. Yike is on a rampage, and he's looking to break the hearts of the LPL. He's got himself...
Looking to get these outer turrets knocked down. G2 somehow are managing to outfight BLG every step of the way.
And you see BLG just, they can't find anything.
Oh, look at this from Yagao. Super Mega Death Rocket goes a little bit wide. Hansama chasing the kill is forced to flash for his life. Shun's not done yet, and he gets the shutdown. But on the backside of it, Caps is able to get Yagao back. Oh, Hansama just happy, content to continue pushing. They've stacked up as 5. Reminder, no teleports available. Only 1 for Caps. It's on cooldown. Tibbers is dropped down, and Yike is the target, forced to use the ulti just to escape. And the tower will fall. While that's going on, Ben is continuing.
A GA and a stopwatch for G2 as they get caught.
Oh, they do indeed. Disintegrate fired out. Caps being burned down by Elk. He drops Tippers, uses Hourglass, and Elk forced to kill, forced to safety, but he gets the kill. Hansama and Yike are knocked up into the air. Shun's done so well. Yike forced to ult over the wall. 2 quick kills for BLG. Inside the Dragon Pit, and Broken Blade needs to pull off a miracle. Bin goes forward, managing to find the Counter-Strike stun and force G2 away. G2 lose 2 members and they lose the Dragon.
G2 were split out. They weren't in a position to actually follow. Broken Blade.
The backline at the beginning, and now start of the Baron.
There's no Monsoon available for Mickey. Yike is stepping forward, will not be able to get into the pit. Broken Blade looks for the apprehend. Yike's looking for the CC, but they split, they're routed, they're wrecked. Broken Blade gets enough heal from that Q to stay alive. Caps is alive, Tippers is there. He drops it onto the head of Elk, but there's no one to chase. Super Mega Death Rocket goes wide. Yike is trying to get himself a kill. He manages to steal away Yagao Zari, but now needs to back up. Instead, looks for that kill, gets himself 1 more. Now Yike is chasing on. Hansama has been able to spawn back in and is trying to find Bin. The zap, the rockets, the pow-pows, all they need. Bin is able to leap away to safety. Barons are being removed from members of BLG. That is crucial for G2 Esports. The recall coming out, and that's not going to be enough. Hansama gets the kill. The delayed timers may be enough.
BLG have the better position on the map. You can see it there. Bin can be such a threat on towards the top side. He's caught though.
Completely caught out. Heartbreak secured. Just pathing the wrong direction. And G2 or BLG right now, G2 are split up. Obviously, they've lost the tower. That's not good. But they are at risk of being flanked. Broken Blade threatening the Ghost, threatening the Apprehend, teleport being channeled. Broken Blade uses the stopwatch. He's on it, wasn't a bait. Manages to jump onto Elk, stepping forward. Noxian Guillotine still available, but not used as all of a sudden with Hansama down. G2 are running for their lives. Elk stays alive. Broken Blade is killed. Mickey is killed. Caps and Yike are the last one standing. And BLG punish G2 Esports. Ow!
That is a heartbreaking mistake to come through. The moment that Darius isn't in the picture, the rest of BLG is more than ready to respond.
Was he trying to use that strike breaker and hit the stopwatch instead? I have no idea. BLG were the ones that were targeted. BLG were the ones that were being jumped on, but it's BLG that take down G2. and BLG will go 2-1 in the series. They were 1 win away from advancing in MSI.
We talk about the difference between how Eastern teams can play around their AD carries, and that was a
Kasante, potentially. Jace, one would assume BLG may want to be looking to hit that gas pedal, go quick, win it earlier on in the stages. So I want to see what mid lane they lock in. It will be the Lissandra now.
Yeah, you're just going all out on early to mid game fights and tempo, right? The amount of snowballing potential that you have with Lucianami on Guildford's Mandate Spike, and just
away from Hansama and Mickey.
Look at the rotation. Mickey is coming up as well, trying to take down Yagao here.
Yike already showing presence. Helped out in the bottom lane. Body slam, pushed away. First blood to G2, to Caps and Yike. And they managed to...
He's on vision, so G2 feels confident here. Should be able to get in the wave as Shun walks up.
That relentless pursuit coming in clutch. Shun will get a target, gets caught out by that Winter's Bite, and we have a pause. A very dramatic pause.
BLG.
Let's see if they're going to be able to achieve much here. G2 already moving in. Mickey's there.
Well, there's the engager. Gao goes with a glacial path forward. Ring of Frost goes down. Mickey's the first to fall. Kill secured by Shun's Viego. The Herald down to 1,400 hit points. Ons arrive to the fray. The ebb, the flow, the aqua prison of BLG. They pick up the skirmish.
Well, thank you. Very clear angle that they so desperately need, and immediately throws down the Herald mid.
All right, very quickly as the engage now goes forward. Elk will be dropped. Hansama and Mickey find that kill. I think I have the briefest of moments. I do
play bot side. We didn't get to see a replay of it. The initial few seconds are the most important. If BLG get a kill, you are not going to win the fight, right? Especially this early on.
In terms of Mickey and Hansama, this time around, 2 kills up. It's a gold advantage to Hansama on the Aphelios. Those early levels, those early trades, and that early gank from Yike working out. Shun, appreciating that, is instantly jumping onto Mickey. The Unbreakable buys so much time. Maybe Quickshot does cast a curse that bottom lane. Heartbreak forward. Again, Moonlight Vigil's on cooldown. Cleanse used. Flash needed yet. Hansama continues to run for his life.
Strongest point for Elkin on, and the BLG want to make sure they can slam that home. Moving towards Broken Blade in this top side.
Blades the target. Will be caught inside the tomb. Vin continues to chase. Fires out the needlework. One last frost shot will secure it. BLG run him down.
As the terror falls, so you're not going to be able to get it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he shouldn't take this and immediately try and move into the mid lane to get that.
Already in the river. Broken Blade used that teleport just a little bit ago. Red White has just timed out before the dragon fight. Yike stepping forward, level 9, goes all out, thrown, Heartbreaker away, Shun stays alive, but it's Elk that finds Hansama. G2 Esports are so split up that Elk is able to cull him down. Now Cabs in and amongst the fray. The explosive cast comes up, but there's no damage, there's no follow-up, there's no G2 to finish the fight.
You can't fight to flash an ultimate out, and Elk showcasing the lethality of this Lucianami.
Oh, so much damage. The Unbreakable's buying time. Bin, however, is not done. Mercurial Hammer to the skies, drops right down, but Broken Blade's the next target.
It's partially on the rest of his team, but with Cassante and a Brom, your Aphelios should never die like that, right? So Illusion is taken down.
Oh, I mean, look at this. Hansama's the target. The culling this time round is blocked by the Unbreakable. The tidal wave, however, sends Hans in the air. The needles are fired, waiting for the snip, snip, snip. Bin can't find him, but the Heartbreaker does. Instant reply, though, as Yike throws up the explosive casket to 1. And 3-1-2, the moment that Gale Force was activated, Elk has found
here, yeah, but does have TP.
All right, Caps takes a little bit of damage there from Elk, with that Tide Caller's Blessing. Vin's making his way from the middle lane. Winter's Bite won't find a target. The Fissure is still up. The Moonlight Vigil too. Unbreakable. That's a big cooldown. Red, White, Hansama's the target in this fight. Tidal Wave will not send him up, but the re-engage is good. Aqua Crescent buys some time, and Hansama simply cannot stay around long enough. BLG have got 1, have got 2. They are looking for the 3rd, and they're not done yet. The Dragon was ignored and G2 were obliterated.
This time around, G2 not really in the position. Yike can go for maybe a miracle steal. But look, Yagao marking him, but making sure that he can't get close.
No ultimate, no flash, no body slam, no Baron.
And Yike maybe even look for the steal. Caps though, taking a ton of damage in the mid lane. Dragon below half HP.
I mean, 3rd item completed already. That's the Infinity Edge. Teleport being channeled here from BLG now. Once again, continuing the pressure. Captures the target, he's caught out, he's rooted in place. Blade of the Rune King comes out and Elk is unstoppable. Caps just gets punished for recalling around the corner.
He should never have been there. You know the BLG want to try and use this Baron buff to take
The
tower.
rest of the team is winning so insanely hard because they need to send multiple people just to deal with him.
And this is why BLG been so capable.
I would say on an even state relies on getting a pick. They already have more than
To
enough.
be a big, big fight. G2 Esports with one potential last shot remaining. Elk is just dominating. 6-1 and 14. 3
Dude, Gwen does so much damage to these structures. The extra attack speed is absolutely nuts. And BLG, they're drawing G2.
The 2-level advantage, Chronicler. It's going to be so hard, but it's the only way that G2 can buy some time.
Oh, but even if you kill Elk, Bin is level 16. Gwen, monster fed as well. They need a miracle here.
Let's see what they can do. Bin steps forward. Snippety snip snip. Shun's gonna back away with that ultimate. The engage forward. Hans Summers the target for now. Yike has been able to push Elk away, but Elk stays alive. That stopwatch is buying time. Caps looks for him and finds him, but at what cost? 3 members of G2 are down. It's all up to Broken Blade, and it's not gonna be enough. The ace for BLG.
And the mission is accomplished, but at what cost? Yes, Elk goes down eventually, but the stopwatch declines by so much time. And Bin says, hey, I'm here as well, and completely decimates the backline of G2.
BLG handle the laning pressure from Yike. And the challenge from G2 Esports, and BLG will eliminate G2 from MSI. BLG advance to the next stage in their lower bracket run towards finals.
BLG will take down the LEC's last hope, and in such dramatic fashion as well. On and Elk may not have got the lead that they were expecting in the laning phase, but by God, when they came into those mid-game skirmishes, they make it known.